Good morning, Austin. Hello. Hi. It sounds like maybe we could use a little bit more coffee, but who can't? Hello. Welcome to the Lift Collective in partnership with Assemblage. Welcome, everybody. It's very exciting to be, first off, to be back in person after a little bit of a brief break. The last time everybody kind of gathered here for a lift was in 2019. We're back. It's an Olympic season, ready and raring more than ever. I just want to briefly introduce myself. I'm Miguel. I'll be kind of shepherding everybody through the conference today. I'm based out of New York. I'm unfortunately still a sommelier. But we'll work through that through this conference, I believe. You'll understand kind of why we're here today. Obviously, the theme for this conference is social sustainability and the idea that we're all in this together for the long haul. I think everybody, I can kind of signal to everybody. I can see how tired everyone's faces are, and I don't mean from the jet lag. I mean from the last 3.5 years, especially. And I'm not just talking about COVID. Clearly. There's a bunch of people here. We're all Skittles. This is the rainbow room, if anybody is asking. But I think the most important thing is that if you feel feelings that you've never felt, that you're kind of scared by, let's investigate that feeling for you. This is the safest space where you can have that kind of conversation, and everybody here is here for your support, right? So I think take this opportunity to feel stuff. I think that's okay. Let's bring feelings and romance back into wine, because God knows standardization really hampers our efforts, and that meeting halfway looks different for everybody. So that's one of the goals that I wanted to set for everybody here, is that your halfway looks very different from your neighbor's halfway. So take your time to kind of meet your neighbor, tell them hello, tell them you're here for them, whether or not you've met before or what have you. I think this is the greatest space to be able to share that kind of emotion, and it's okay to be vulnerable. So with that, I wanted to introduce you to the women that are responsible for having us all here, really. We have two of the most passionate women that I've ever met who talk about equity, inclusion, diversity, access, bridge building, all of these things that make us community. And again, whenever we're in community, I feel like the work is always going to be difficult, but it should also feel energizing, right? At the end of this conference, I hope that you are galvanized to see what more we can do as a group together, because our goals are so aligned. And I'm very, very excited for us to go through the next 2 days together with that. So firstly, we have someone who created this nonprofit as a result of her work in the wine industry and her experience in wine culture during her formative years. She's the board president of the Lift Collective and the wine director of Bufalina here in Austin, Miss Rania Zayyat. And we also have, up in Oregon, the founder and executive director of Assemblage, an organization that addresses disparities tied to race, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, ability, and beyond. She's the director at Plain Nice PR. That is Miss Rachel Adams. Well, let's welcome our founders everybody with a great round of applause.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Miguel. Hi, everybody. We're super, super excited that you are here. We're excited to be standing here. My name is Rania Zayyat. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm thrilled to be joined by my colleague, Rachel Adams from Assemblage, and welcome to the Lift Collective Conference in partnership with Assemblage. Woo! Yeah. So exciting. Good morning. My name is Rachel Adams, she, her, hers, and shout out to Oregonians here in the audience. I see a few of you. And virtually, I know we have quite a community logging in from Oregon today. I just want to say thank you to everyone back home who's here. I know we have some friends from so many wonderful wineries, especially BIPOC-led wineries like Cho Wines and folks at Stoller Wine Group and Soder. The Oregon wine community has really shown up in a big way to be here online today, so I hope you know that
behind all of these filled seats are 100 more filled seats of people really eager to collaborate with you all today.
Yes, and the theme for this year's conference is social sustainability. This is the first year that we have chosen a theme for our conference. I think that this theme is going to be something different, mean something different and very personal for each of us. I think that you're going to hear a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different voices over the next 2 days, and hopefully you all can walk away with some powerful tools, resources, connections that will leave you feeling more sustainable as you depart. Rachel and I talked about this theme and what it meant to each of us as we were preparing for this. And for me, social sustainability is really about liberating myself internally from trauma processes, systems that we live in each and every day. And finding a way to heal myself so that I can better show up for others in my community and in the world and show up for the causes that I care about as the most authentic version of myself, so that we're not repeating past cycles of harm, we're not continuing legacies of trauma, and we're able to thrive and feel joy and pass that joy along to others and help them find their way through that as well.
So well said. I think social sustainability, this theme means so much to me for a lot of reasons. I think, our partnership this year is a perfect example of, we founded, Lift Collective was founded and Assemblage was founded in 2 different regions across the United States, both committed to similar values of making sure that we throw the door to the wine industry as wide open as we possibly can, that wine is a convener of people at its heart. It combines travel and history and art and geography and science, and why that spectrum of amazing things that make life worth living would be accessible to just the few and not the many made no sense to a lot of us in this room and certainly to the both of us. And so figuring out how to do things in a non-traditional way that sort of challenge the status quo, like, whoa, 2 nonprofits are coming together, but don't they each want their own conference? Don't they each want their own time to shine? And for us, I feel like the answer to that is we shine so much brighter together.
This has truly been a collective effort, and I think that we are in a room with some of the most inspiring, beautiful hearts and minds of our industry. There's so much to absorb, so much to soak in the next couple of days, and we encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, connect with some people that you've never met before, enjoy the space, enjoy the programming. If things get a little bit hard, if you're triggered at all by any of the conversations, we have a beautiful lounge, the Rest and Reset Lounge curated by Melanin Minds. That's over in the White Room. That'll be open over the course of the 2 days. Please dip in there if you want to take a break and get to know everyone around you. This is a really beautiful room full of amazing people.
We also just wanted to mention that sometimes conferences can feel like a popularity contest, and that this is not that. Like, the hope is that you feel 100% comfortable being your true self in this space, and that we are giving each other as many compliments and uplifting each other as we possibly can. And it can be really intimidating to get into a group of people that you don't necessarily know, or who maybe you've seen online, or their Instagram handle and they have a gazillion followers. This is the space to let those masks slip a little bit and just be yourself and do what your body needs for the next 2 days. Sit comfortably, stand, be wherever you need to be in the space. Everyone is here to support you, doing exactly what you need.
Yes, and I want to give a big thank you to several people. First and foremost, the Lift Collective Planning Committee that made this event possible. So many hours of hard work. I want to give a shout out to Suzanne, Matt Toulet, and Lauren Phillips. They were the glue that kept all of the moving parts together. They're still going to be working their butts off for the next 2 days. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to JR Ayala. If you are a speaker, you've definitely heard from JR. She's going to be taking a lot of pictures over the next couple of days. Our entire team, all of the volunteers that are here today, if you see them, say hello, introduce yourself, thank them. And then our community partners. We had over 25 community partners this year that helped get the word out about this conference. They helped us raise funds to produce this conference, which is huge as a nonprofit. And those community partners were based here in Austin. They were based in other parts of Texas and California, all over the country. So a big shout out to everyone that's supported. And then also thank you to our sponsors. We have a lot of sponsors, but I want to make sure that we give a shout out to the Wine and Food Foundation, who is here today. They have a table set up over there. Please stop by and introduce yourself. Thank you to T. Edward Wine, Napa Valley Vintners, Domain Estates, Depar Wine and ABV Ferments for supplying us with some delicious wine and the after party tonight. Lubanzi, Serendipity Wines, they're around today. Southern Glaciers Wine and Spirits. I also want to thank Springdale Station. We're in this beautiful venue. Thank you so much for hosting us. William Chris Vineyards, MML Hospitality, Vine Pear, and Provi.
It's going to be a great day. Oh, yes. Thank you to everyone who helped support us. These things don't happen without funding, so that's really, yes. It's like the dirty part of, it shouldn't be, but sometimes it's hard to talk about the money aspect of that is needed for this work. So those folks that came in to help are priceless to us. It's gonna be such a fun day. I'm so excited for these conversations. I hope you're ready to learn and be engaged and be inspired, meet some new people. Thank you so much for being here, and let's do it.
Let's do it. The last thing I just want to mention is there is a code of conduct for this event that we hope and presume that everyone will abide by. That is being sent out to your email addresses. There is a number on there. If you see something, say something, experience something, please know that your safety is our utmost priority at this event, both mentally and physically. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Please come find one of our team members if there's anything that we can be of assistance with.
Thank you so much for being here. All right.